Hey guys, Robert and Alex here, and we're all done with Beverly Hills Cop, so now we're getting to Watchmen.
Oh yeah.
Starting with the two animated movies. We're gonna watch both of them before we do the review because it's just two halves of one movie.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
Basically, this is supposed to be an anime stuff done, adapted by JMS. It's supposed to be a little more faithful, but I've seen it. I can tell you, it's more of like there's stuff that it adapts that the movie, the Snyder movie didn't adapt, but then there's stuff they adapted that Snyder adapted that they didn't adapt. So you'll be noticing on stuff like that.
So my only familiarity with Watchmen, I've read the comic and I've watched the live action movie.
Yeah. So that's all you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
so I'm interested to see how it plays out.
Yep. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, we just finished watching it and it was good. Both parts were good overall.
It was good, yeah.
Is it perfect? No.
Nah.
The voice acting takes a while to grow on you, but when it does,
it works.
It works.
It works.
Is it great? No.
No. Yeah.
Like, comedian was the worst of it. It's like,
yeah.
He's talking like this.
Yeah.
Now, towards the end, it kind of worked when it was more quiet. It worked on the quieter moments to a point.
Yeah, I did.
But it's only because I'm just so used to Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Yeah, it's like despite its budget, like it tried its damn hardest. So
yeah,
and I think like
the cell shading helped.
The cell shading helped the animation. Oh my god!
There were a few moments.
But at first moments, you could tell what it would have been like without the shading. It's like, ugh. So I'm glad they went.
Yeah, it's enough to stand out, but you're still like, I accept it.
And like there were some decent shots too, and I thought the music was good, kind of a weird soothing vibe to it.
Exactly. They still had a few moments from there, like when Laurie and Dan are up banging and they do the flamethrower.
Oh yeah,
that was right from the movie.
That was great.
You had that. You had Dan being there and Rorschach went kablooey. A few other things here and there, but for the most part, it was a lot more faithful. But they still truncated stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's still some stuff they didn't carry over. That the only thing that got completely screwed over in both versions was the psychiatrist. Although he had a bit more to do here than he did in the other one, at least.
A little bit.
A little. Actually, no, I take back about the same because both were just there to give Rorschach his backstory.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Rorschach took a while, but eventually it grew on me.
Yeah, for me too.
Laurie was fine. Yeah. Dan was fine. You know, Hollis, all of them were fine.
Yeah, the one scene we did like that was added was
it was Rorschach, Hollis. Hollis shows up and talks to him. This is when Dan's actually like they're piecing it together. I mean, it's the kind of spelling things out for the audience. It's like they're idiots a little, but it was a nice moment.
But it was a nice moment between the two of them.
Oh yeah, I know, because it's like at least you give one more moment with Hollis, especially because we don't see Hollis. Basically, the only time was what we should have seen was when he died. So it gave us a nice moment to have Hollis reintroduced for the audience who might have forgotten, didn't see part one or hadn't seen it in a while since the last release. It gives you a reminder of him before he died.
But it just has a nice moment between the two of them.
Yeah, exactly. A nice moment.
Like a father and son type of moment.
Yep. And as Dan spell out the issues and everything to him, and he's like, my God, and all that. And he's like, just so nice to him.
Yeah. And the stuff with Rorschach and the guys.
And
was great.
Basically, part 2 is the better one of the two.
Absolutely.
Because in the movie they kept it redundant a little bit. It was it was not as good. It was truncated. They kept it to one guy. They didn't do the whole go to the bed. They did to a point, but wasn't the exact same way. Here, it fit a lot more. You had the guy on 1-0, your move. Then 2-0, your move. Gotta go. Gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, you gotta be kidding. You gotta go. It's like, taken care of. Did you wash your hands? Did you flush?
She's yelling at him
as far as she knew. Flush twice.
Yeah.
Thorough.
I know. My love is like yelling at him like that to son. Like, you do all these things in the bathroom, Rorschach.
Again, it's just overall.
I feel like it definitely. There's this feeling that like it's really hard, no matter what you do, to try and get the perfect adaptation of that comic because there's just so much in it.
I would say the Black Freighter was handled better here because in the Exile stuff, it was meant to be a separate thing, and they tacked it on. They put it on so they include the Bernard scene. Here, they kept it as actual comic panels, but they had it happen while the kids reading, but then you would still have other things happening around rather than just
kind of mirroring
on it.
Yeah, kind of was mirroring what's going on in the movie. It really worked, I thought.
Oh yeah, and they even talk over parts where it didn't talk about in the book. But here it actually makes sense.
Yeah, it actually fit with the action, so it felt like it kept moving.
Exactly, which is like, I mean, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying though, right? It's like overall, this was just.
It was fine.
Yeah, but
it did what it needed to do.
But now I will say, like on the first, on the first. I mean, okay, obviously, if you guys seen Watchmen, you know what we're talking about. But I will just say another thing I did prefer here than the movie was how less violent Laurie and Dan were.
Oh yeah,
that's something that should have been reserved for Rorschach.
Because I forgot about that in the movie.
Oh yeah, and they're like killing those guys in the alley, and then they start kissing, and it's like,
yeah,
that's such
a Zack Snyder.
I know, they beat him up, but they didn't kill him.
Yeah,
and they weren't brutal. It was just like, whoop,
like they were just defending.
Biff bam pow. It was a biff bam pow. You know, like bam bam.
Yeah, they were just
as opposed to like taking a guy's arm. Ah!
Zack Snyder's like, yeah, we gotta go as extreme as possible. Break his legs.
Yeah, again, but like that's Rorschach's gig, not Dan and Laurie.
Yeah,
that's why I'm grateful they kept that. It's like because again, that just felt so off. It's like they're no different from Rorschach.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what's the point then?
Yeah, and they kept a few other things like the Minutemen, we're actually called the Minutemen, not the Watchmen, or the Crime Buster. Yeah. They kept Captain Manhattan here, Metropolis here. Give him Manhattan. Captain Metropolis here, things like that. And again, it really did a lot here, but I do not look at this as a replacement. I look at it as a companion.
Yeah.
It's again, it's a more truer to the aesthetics. Now, but if I had to ask which one was better, I say they're both good in their own right.
They're both good in their own. Again, there's certain different interpretations. Again, like I just said, I feel like no one can really do a perfect adaptation while watching.
Yeah, exactly. There's a perfect one between the two of these.
Yeah.
Between the Zack Snyder one and this two-parter, there's a perfect one in between.
Yeah. There's just so many things so many pieces of Watchmen that you have to put together and try to get it right. It's just like
I keep talking.
It's really difficult to do.
Yep, okay. I'm grabbing my copy.
All right, make it quick. But yeah, again, there's like no middle ground, like Rob just said. So I don't know if it's possible. Maybe one day, who knows? But
yeah, but then that's also the aesthetic stuff. You know, the ancillary stuff here, like all this stuff. You can never.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put that in there. That was probably the one advantage the movie had. They took the Under the Hood book and actually made a mini, in-universe documentary instead.
Which is cool.
Which that was cool. Creative. And that was a way of doing it because they knew again they couldn't do it here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, it's just like so much of the stuff here and like the artwork. I mean, now I will say this though. I think the motion comic was animated better than this.
That's saying something.
But well, it was a well done motion comic.
Yeah.
It's actually more fluid. It actually felt like an animated episode and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean the voice acting again overall was not bad.
I think maybe my favorite was Dr. Manhattan though. Something about the way he just kind of that droll to it.
A bit more so than the guy in the Billy Crudup in the Snyder one. That one felt like there was still emotion to him a little bit more.
Yeah.
When it should be like, oh, he's completely lost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially, I just remembered. There's that one. Okay, that bit in Nam when you see the comedian shoot the pregnant woman. Hold on. Where is it?
He's looking for it.
Just a moment.
It's a big book. If you have never read.
Yeah, if you've
never read Watchmen before. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. It's huge.
Sorry about that. Hit the space bar. But basically, though,
video magic.
I really want to show this part because of when that whole bit where he shoots.
Now you get to see us go through the comic again.
Well, I didn't even find it yet, so.
Well, yeah, it's in there somewhere.
It is.
But yeah, like I said, I feel like with the animated one, there was definitely a lot of. Despite its issues, there was a lot of heart into it.
Okay, in the movie, here's this bit here when he shoots the woman. It's like, don't do it. We got that in this one. Whereas in the movie, he went, no! It's like, no. Because then that goes against the whole point of like, she was pregnant, you gunned her down. Yeah, Yeah, that's right. Pregnant woman gunned her down. You could have, you know what the crazy part is? You could have changed it. You could have done all this stuff, but you stood there and did it. It's like, you lose that when he goes, no!
Yeah, it's like, so he did care.
Yeah, it's like, that still bothered me when he's just like, no!
Yeah, there was definitely some weird choices the Snyder cut.
Yeah,
the Snyder version made.
The only time he should have ever let out a reaction was the, leave me alone!
Oh, yeah.
Which that was done well.
That was done well.
But yeah, the whole, no! It's like, no.
That's not the point.
You lose it. You lose it. Because it's like, how is he then? Yeah, you have Jeffrey D. Morgan doing a great action there. You could have changed it, but you stand there and did nothing. It's just like, then why did he yell?
Yeah, then why did he yell? What was the point of that?
Okay. We're not taking pot shots at Zack, all right? Yeah. Zack did probably the best anyone ever could.
Yeah.
Can we agree to that? That was probably the best anyone could. Oh wait, we got to bring up the squid.
The squid.
They tweaked it.
They did.
They tweaked the design. Woohoo!
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Or I know. Less that. Less the JJ.
Yeah. Something that won't get us censored.
Yeah. Less that and more, but still enough to keep it more like the squid.
Yeah,
but again, just less provocative. And
yeah, absolutely.
And it was actually pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
That's what I could have seen the movie do.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that? Like, if the movie had done that, and I still stand by this, the fake alien invasion, way better, way more believable bringing about world peace than saying Manhattan turned on humanity. Because you know why? Manhattan represented America. Don't you think there would be some people saying, even if he went rogue, they still say, it's the Americans?
Yeah, they would still, defend his actions.
They would still blame America. They would use them as an excuse to blame America. At least the alien invasion, you have some third party out there that's
okay, everyone drop what you're doing. I gotta go after this alien thing.
Yeah, but we're going to unite against it.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than we're going to unite against Manhattan. It's like, but he's still American.
Yeah, because there's some, there's definitely going to be people who will think like that.
Yeah, in other countries and all that stuff. It's just like, that was one of the big plot holes that bothered me about the Zack movie. I get it. They didn't want the squids. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And not just for...
I get why, because it would have looked...
violent.
Yeah.
It would have been overly violent. When we cut there. Especially under Zack's,
yeah, given how he is.
Especially because in the book, now this one I can definitely show quicker.
Yeah.
When we first open up on it, we open up right here.
Right. Yeah.
Look at that.
That is beautiful. Beautifully destructive.
Yeah, but just imagine putting that in live action.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, because people complain about, why isn't the squid in there? It's like, it would have looked awful.
No, it would have been grotesque. You would have been like,
yeah. Yeah, it would have looked awful in the movie.
And I guess even more cost prohibitive.
Yeah.
At least doing a big, much easier to do and everything, and just showing just a typical bomb drop, type of desolation. Then,
yeah. But yeah, going back, the animated one, it did what it needed to do.
It did what it needed to do.
And like, I admire it for, despite the limited budget work with, you could tell they tried as hard as they could. Oh yeah,
and I would say it was mostly a success.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would give it, I'm not going to grade it, but I'm just saying it was mostly a success overall. But
yeah, it was good.
Enough to be on par in its own way.
Yeah.
With Zack's movie.
Absolutely.
Because Zack's movie, like we keep saying, had its problems.
Yeah, it has its problems.
So yeah, I'm going to end it one more time saying it's a companion piece. That's all I would look at him as.
Yeah.
Next time we'll be going over the TV show. 9 episodes.
I've heard interesting things about the show, so I'm very curious to see what they're playing, because this is supposed to be a sequel, right?
Oh yeah.
It's weird because when I first saw the trailers for it, I'm like, it's supposed to be a sequel to Watchmen. I'm like, okay.
It definitely is, but it's also retconning and adding other elements, like their take on Hooded Justice.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's going to be like a little like...
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, again, I'm really curious.
We'll see you guys then.
Bye.